Hey everybody, and welcome to this week's BBITC interactive basketball session. Now this week's session is all about agility, it's all about footwork, it's all about lateral quickness, it's all about those little things that help us get on top in a basketball game. They're those really quick little movements that don't seem that important to us when we think about basketball, but when we break it down into what we need, they help us really move, they help us move around the floor, and they are really important to our game. So we're going to split today's session into 3 different sections. We're going to look at a little bit of agility on its own, we're going to break that down, we're going to do a few really good agility drills. We're then going to move on, we're going to really hit our footwork. We're going to do a really good footwork workout and look at some footwork into a jump shot situation. We're then going to move on and we're going to combine our footwork, our agility and a little bit of shooting that we've looked at in recent sessions and put that all into one drill at the end. So for today's session, you are going to need a basketball, you're going to need a skipping rope, you're going to need a set of cones or markers, and if possible, you're going to need a partner. So make sure that you like this video, make sure you share it with people that need to see it, and without further ado, let's get on with our dribble warm-up. First thing we're going to do, as per usual, is our dribble warm-up. We're doing this because it gets our fingers really nice initiated and ready to do some dribbling. So first thing we're going to do is go round the body. So we're going 10 times around the head, 10 times around the waist, 10 times around the knees and 10 times around the ankles. Let's go. Second thing we're doing, 10 right-handed pounds, 10 left-handed pounds, 10 crossovers in front, 10 ball slaps. We're going to repeat that 3 times. Third set, fingertip dribbles, getting really low, using our fingertips to bounce that ball. We're going to do 50. Warm-up drill 4, 1 minute of wall taps up against a wall. Let's go. Right guys, our final warm-up drill. 30 seconds of crossovers, and between each crossover, just tapping the wall, alternating hands. So guys, that's our dribble warm-up done. Let's crack on with our session. So first thing we're looking at today is agility. Now, agility is the process of being able to change direction really quickly. So it might be that I'm playing defense and I'm moving really quickly backwards in this direction and my attacker changes direction. It means that I can go from really quickly moving this way to switching it over and I can move quickly in the opposite direction. Now, agility is a really key skill when we come into a basketball situation because, as I said before, we can change direction when we're playing defense. It means that we can move, we can do a really quick crossover and go from going in that direction to going in that direction. There are loads of different places across a game of basketball where agility is really, really important. So we're going to go through a few agility drills now that you can practice. They're going to help you work on your agility and really improve it in game. What we're going to do is I'm going to introduce the drill, I'm going to say what we're going to do, and we're then going to complete the tasks that I've set out. So for our first agility drill, I've set out a 4-cone square like we did a few sessions ago. So what I'm doing, starting from this corner, I'm going diagonally across, diagonally backwards, across again. And I'm going to repeat that for 1 minute, trying to do really, really quick movements on each cone to change direction. So now we're going to do exactly the same drill, except we're going to add a basketball. We're going to add in a basketball. You're going to do the same thing, starting in this corner, diagonally across, this time dribbling a ball the whole time. Let's go. This next drill involves a load of jumping and is really, really good to keep us on our toes. So, starting from the middle, you're going to do a jump onto your left leg, onto your right leg, back to the middle. From the middle, you're then going to go forwards, all the way back to the middle. Then you start again. We're going to go for 1 minute. Let's go. Right, now we are going to skip for 1 minute, really engaging our calves, getting ourselves ready to move on to the next skipping challenge.
Seconds. No, not down. You know what I mean? 30 seconds. 20. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So next skipping challenge, what we're going to do is we're going to be just on our right leg for 30 seconds. After 30 seconds we're going to switch to just skip hopping on our left leg. So overall we'll go for 1 minute. Let's go. Right, that's it for agility. Now let's move on to some footwork. So the second thing we're looking at today is footwork. Now, I think it was session 6, we did do a little bit of footwork. We went into some cones, some ladder exercises that were really, really good for improving our generic footwork. But today we're going to focus that a little bit more. We're going to focus that into our footwork on a jump shot. So I'm talking about the different footwork we'll use when we're going into a jump shot off the dribble, as opposed to the footwork we're using in a catch and shoot jump shot scenario. So I'm going to introduce to you these different types of footwork. We're going to do a few drills that are really going to help us work on this type of footwork, and we're going to put everything we learn into our shooting drill at the end of the session. So now with our footwork drills, we're going to start off with 2 30-second drills that are really going to get us ready, really warmed up to get on with some more stuff. So our first footwork drill is the Devonte Graham footwork drill. Really easy. We're doing fast feet for 5 seconds in the middle, step forward 5 seconds in front, back to the middle for 5 seconds, to the side, back to the middle, to the other side, back to the middle, back to the middle. And then we'll finish. That'll be our feet and our ankles and our calves nice and warmed up, and we'll move on to our next drill. So for the next footwork drill, we're doing 2 variations on split steps. So what you're going to do is 2 sideways split steps. So I'm going from the middle, out in, out in. We're then doing 2 front and back split steps. So I'm going right leg in front, back to the middle, left leg in front, back to the middle. I then go back to doing 2 of those, then again doing that. We're going through that for 30 seconds. So now we're going to look at the footwork we use when we go into a jump shot. So the first one we're going to look at is a catch and shoot jump shot. So when I get the ball for my catch and shoot jump shot, I'm catching the ball into a little jump stop. I'm jump stopping, I'm setting my feet, and I'm nice and low. So I receive that ball, jump stop, ball ready in my shot pocket to take my jump shot. So the second set of footwork we have is when we're shooting off the dribble. So I've received that pass, I've then taken a dribble. As I go in to start my shot this time, I'm taking 2 little quick steps to get myself set nice and low. So I've taken my dribble, instead of a jump stop this time, I'm dribbling into 2 steps. I'm now nice and set in my position to shoot my pull-up jumper. So for our drill, there's going to be a variety of ways you could do it. You could throw the ball out in front of you, spin it so it comes back to you, and you practice setting your shot. You could go up against a wall, throw that ball off the wall, and then get set into your jump shot. But I'm going to be using a partner. My partner is going to be feeding me the ball, and I'm going to be going into my jump shot each time. This is going to allow me to move about, and I can keep relocating into different spots. So what we're going to do is just for the first minute, we're going to be throwing that ball out and going into our catch and shoot jump shot position. So I'm going to go with my partner, he's going to be passing me the ball, and I'm going to catch, set my jump shot. I'm going to pass the ball back, I'm going to get it, I'm going to set my jump shot. I'm going to maybe jab set, I'm going to hunt with that ball, maybe a fake shot before passing it back. And I'll keep resetting, keep repeating that catch and shoot jump stop for 1 minute. Let's go. So now we're going to do exactly the same drill, except we're going to switch the footwork. So now we're looking at our pull-up off the dribble. So if I've got my basketball, if I'm throwing it out in front of me, I'm just going to roll that ball, grab it, I'm going to take a dribble and do my footwork. If I'm using a wall, throw it off the wall, catch, take a dribble, set my feet. If I'm using a partner, I'm going to get that ball off them, I'm going to take a dribble, and I'm going to set up with my footwork like I'm going to take a jump shot. I'm then going to shot fake, jab set, hunt for that hoop, whatever I want to do, before passing that ball again and repeating it for 1 minute. Let's go. So, footwork done. Let's now combine all that we've looked at so far into one drill. So, for set 3, we've now looked at agility, we've now looked at footwork into a jump shot, we're now going to combine everything. We're going to do some footwork, some agility drills that lead into us using the correct footwork to go into a jump shot or into a drive. So, I'm going to introduce the drill, I'm going to show you how we're going to do it, we're then going to go through it twice before we move on to our challenge. So, this next drill is where you're going to need a partner. So what we're doing, we're combining everything that we've looked at so far. We've got a little bit of footwork, a little bit of agility coming into then our shooting footwork. We'll be varying it between off the dribble footwork and catch and shoot footwork. So on this little agility course, I've got a small weave here. What I'm doing is weaving in and out of the cones before cutting in towards the basket. As I cut in towards the basket, I'm going to receive a pass from my partner where I'm going to do my correct footwork before taking my shot. We're going to go through that, you're going to repeat it for 1 minute with catch and shoot footwork, so catching that ball into a jump stop, we'll take a break and then we're going to repeat it with our footwork where we catch that ball, take a dribble and then take 2 steps. So 1 minute, catch and shoot footwork, weaving before we shoot. Let's go. So take a quick break, take a minute to catch your breath, and next we're going to move on to the option where we catch the ball, take 1 dribble and then set our footwork like that. Going to repeat that for all of the shots we can get in 1 minute. Let's go. Right, well done guys, that is it from me for today's session. Let's head over to Coach Finn for our challenge.
Hey guys, Coach Finn here. Today we have another challenge. Today's challenge is based around agility. It's called the picture challenge. So, what you'll need for the challenge is 4 markers. I'm using paint cans. Pretty simple. So basically, you'll stand in the middle. Your partner will say a direction. You'll be facing forward, you'll be in a defensive stance, and you'll be going towards that direction. You won't look at the place, you will simply look forward, touch it, and come back. The challenge is to get the most in 1 minute. My attempt at the picture challenge. Kira will be shouting out the places that I'll be attacking, and let's go. Ready?
1. Top right. Back left. Top left. Right. Back left. Back right. Back left. Back right.
That was my attempt. So, I have just completed the picture challenge. I scored 25 in 1 minute. Time yourselves, see if you can beat me. The more you score, the quicker you are, the higher up the leaderboard. Send them in.
Awesome job today, guys. That is session number 8 done. Now, if you've completed all of our sessions, or if you've completed a few of our sessions, hopefully you feel as though you're really improving at your basketball while we're still having to spend this time at home away from the court. Obviously, these sessions aren't necessarily one-off. You could repeat some of these sessions as many times as you want to. The more times you do it, the more you're going to improve. And those of you that are working on your game in this period off, it's really going to benefit you when we get back to our normal sessions. So, all that's left to say is keep working really hard, and we'll see you in the next one.